Welcome to first and only SaaS News Digest featured on LinkedIn, where I cover news, events, and updates that are happening in the SaaS community worldwide. And our first digest today covers a VentureBeat article from Alex Rosen. In it, he says that the days of centralized data are over as more and more companies shift their computing into the cloud. Rosen predicts that this shift will be accommodated by increasing demand for companies that provide applications, data transport tools, and data itself. And this shift towards decentralization is fueled at least in part by scarcity of customer data. Major ad platforms have shared less and less detailed customers' info over the years. Even industry giants like Procter & Gamble are renting their data from Google and Facebook rather than owning it. And this means as a marketer cannot run analytics on giants' dump of data the way they used to with the data warehouses. In fact, it makes analysis in one central data store impossible. And this situation has only become more extreme with increasing level of e-commerce. Amazon, for example, does not share any data with its resellers. And that means that those brands are receiving even less data now than they did when they operated in brick-and-mortar stores. Businesses want direct data on end consumers, and we are going to see a rise in solutions that address this problem. And the shift to decentralization is also fueled by the fact that data transfer is becoming more and more regulated. International privacy measures and regulations are becoming more strict. And there are laws about how you can move data internally and between the companies. So far, this has resulted in software vendors taking on the entire monetary risk of violating regulations. But Rosen anticipates a shift in how things operate in this front, and he sees that companies shifting from SaaS data tools to self-hosted tools in virtual private clouds. And this is really happening in finance and may well spread to other industries. Because of Rosen points out, every large company seems to have one security breach away from bringing everything in-house. He also predicts the rise in the number of solutions addressing like data residence, access control, data masking, encryption, and identity management as we continue our shift to the cloud. And our next article dives into the outer space, where subscription-based business models may be the next big thing. And according to the writers at Barron's.com, companies are emerging that want to sell you the data coming from all our sensors now floating above the earth. One such company is Spire Global, a space-based SaaS company, and it plans to go public this summer with the help of a special acquisition company, Navsight Holdings. Spire has over 100 satellites in orbit that collects 5 terabytes of data each day. And the satellites cover every spot of the Earth 10 times a day, collecting data from both the surface of the Earth and from the atmosphere. And that data is sent down to Spire's 70 ground antennas in 16 different countries. Then it is processed, analyzed, and sold to customers on subscription basis. Spire satellites and business model are up and running, and they have over 150 customers already. And those customers include maritime logistics companies that want to track all of their ships in real time. Spire anticipates more than $900 million in sales by 2025, and that is a significant jump from $54 million projected for this year. Spire is forecasting for 91% gross margins and 84% free cash flow conversion once the business is mature in 2025. And in general, commercial access to space is becoming cheaper and cheaper, and this means that competitors will increase for Spire as the years progress. But with their current merger valuation at $1.6 billion, it is safe to say that Spire has an excellent head start. And our final digest today takes us into the India, where micro venture capital firm Eximus Ventures has just closed its maiden fund. The $10 million fund will be invested in 20 to 30 early-stage startups in the next 3 years. And it's worth noting that precedence will begin given to the startups with female founders. Eximus is focusing on educational technology, health tech, fintech, and gaming sectors, but they're also examining high-potential industries such as B2B SaaS and online media. And the firm has over 50 years of cumulative experience led by the founder and managing director, Pearl Agarwal. Agarwal is an active investor and woman entrepreneur that wants to create growth opportunities for women founders in India. And she said that she wants to get precedent that enables them to become equal partners in building a sustainable economy. And she also points out that as a micro VC fund, they're open to smaller seed investments and they're excited to nurture young talent. The micro VC space in the US has seen a 230% increase between 2009 and 2017. But the micro VC space in India is still in its early stages as an ecosystem expands and more startups emerge every day. I hope you enjoyed SaaS News Digest. The SaaS News Digest belongs to all of us and provides the value to members of our community because of you. So please click on like or insightful button. Please share the SaaS Digest on your LinkedIn page. Let's work together in developing this community and setting new SaaS global standards. My name is Artem Gassan. I'm the general partner at SaaS Growth Ventures. In my superpower, I fuel growth and revenue for SaaS companies. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.